Welcome to the Care for Kūpuna podcast, where we dive into health, wellness, and vibrant living of our cherished Kūpunas. We are thrilled to take you on a journey exploring everything from health and wellness tips, deeply rooted in the spirit of Hawaii, to navigating the intricacies of retirement, preserving our rich culture heritage, and fostering vibrant communities for our elders.
Whether you're a Kūpuna yourself, a family member, a dedicated caregiver, or simply someone passionate about supporting and uplifting our elders, this podcast is for you. Each episode is crafted with love and the intention to inspire, inform, and celebrate the golden years. So sit back, relax, and join us on this meaningful journey as we care for Kūpuna. Welcome to this episode of Care for Kūpuna, where we care for our Kūpuna. I'm Trina.
I'm Lonnie.
And we are your Kūpuna Care Girls. Today, we have a very special guest and a PSA, a public service announcement on some upcoming events that we want you to know about. So today we have Nic from the Alzheimer's Association. You want to introduce yourself and your role?
Sure. Aloha, I'm Nic Los Baños with the Alzheimer's Association. Now, the Alzheimer's Association is a national nonprofit. It's based in Chicago, but our office here in the state is in Honolulu. I'm the regional coordinator here in Hawaii, so I take care of Hawaii Island, and I've got some counterparts who do take care of the other islands as well.
So,
Nic, do you have any events coming up?
Yes, we do. So the big event coming up starts in September. It's the Walk to End Alzheimer's season. This is the world's largest event to raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's care support, research, and it happens in over 700. Sorry, I'm going to answer that again. Ask me again. Sorry.
And Nic, do you have any events coming up?
Yes, we do. So we are kicking off the Walk to End Alzheimer's season in September. It is the largest event for raising awareness and funds for Alzheimer's research, care, and support. It happens over 600 communities nationwide. So we start off here on September 21st here in Hilo. We have a couple of walks throughout the island, which I'll share in a little bit.
yeah. So if someone was interested in the walk, how would they register? Is there a cost? Is there a deadline?
Good question. So the easiest way to register for the Walk to End Alzheimer's is by visiting our walk website. It's alz.org/aloha, and you'll see the walks listed there. There's no cost to register. However, most walkers will aim for that $100 goal. If you raise at least $100, you will get our annual Walk to End Alzheimer's t-shirt.
Oh, awesome.
And as far as registration, you can register up until the day of the walk. We actually have volunteers on site at each walk event to register you there.
Oh, that's good to know.
So do you have any other fundraisers that you'd like to share with the public?
We do. So we actually had our first Pro-Am golf tournament on Oahu earlier this month, and we did really well there. Since the Walk to End Alzheimer's is starting up here in Hilo, we have a couple of things going on. Let me think. First one, we have the Island of Hawaii YMCA is hosting a Zumba fundraiser. It's actually being put on by their instructors. Harriet Rocha, she's been supporting this event for so many years. She's doing it for her mother. We also have a barbecue chicken and steak plate, which is a popular one put on by Life Care Center of Hilo. That's at the end. And of course, they take care of a lot of residents who are living with Alzheimer's and dementia. So got a returning team captain, Aiden. He's 7 years old, believe it or not. He was recently selling a custom Big Island Delights party mix, which is incredible. And this month, he's going to be selling Cocoa Puffs and ube tarts. So those are some of the things I can think of here on Hawaii Island.
Nice.
So much fun. And I want to mention too that those three examples are being put on by past grand champions, meaning they've all raised at least $1,000 at the last walk. So just want to put that out there. You know, we get a lot of support from folks who have been touched by Alzheimer's and dementia themselves. So,
so powerful. So Nic, how is the money used when you guys do all these fundraisers? What are they used for?
Good question. So, you know, in general, our funds are used to support our vision, which is a world without Alzheimer's and other dementia. The majority of funds go back to care and support services right here in Hawaii. It does go into research as well, and it also helps us with awareness and advocacy. A small percentage does go to administrative tasks, but in general, it goes right back into the community.
That's amazing. I know you're part of the Aloha chapter. What services does Alzheimer's Association offer?
Good question. So no matter what chapter you are closest to, we provide these things. First of all, information and referral and care consultations, just a place for people to talk about what they've got going on. Most of who we work with are the family members of those affected by Alzheimer's and dementia. Just figuring out, what the steps are, what the resources are. That's something we do. We can also provide community education programs, just teaching folks what Alzheimer's is, what it's not. A lot of our classes are actually geared towards caregivers, supporting them in their role and how to, giving them some tips on how to be a good caregiver. We've also got awareness programs, just kind of doing a blanket pitch to let folks know that Alzheimer's and dementia is out there, what it is, what it's not. Caregiver support groups, that's a big one where caregivers just come in. It's not very structured. It's really peer-led as far as what they want to talk about. The caregivers have so many things going on. So whether they talk about tips and tricks for caregiving or just kind of talk about something else, that's up to them. And finally, 24/7 helpline available every hour of every day is available as well to ask any question related to Alzheimer's and dementia. And that's available at 800-272-3900. You can also access it online at alz.org.
Awesome. Trina, you have any other questions?
No, what a powerful organization to be part of, though.
Yeah. If anyone wanted to reach out to you or had any questions, Nic, how can they do so?
Good question. So the easiest way is to call our helpline, 800-272-3900. They can patch you through to us if you want to speak to somebody here. But if you have a general question, you can talk to whoever's on that line. It is staffed by master's level clinicians, meaning you can ask them something as simple as what's Alzheimer's disease, all the way to, hey, I'm a caregiver for my family member and it's tough. I need some tips. I do want to mention that the website has a ton of information as well. alz.org is another place where people commonly start. So.
Thank you, Nic. And it's always nice to see you, my friend. Before we end the episode, we like to end it with an inspirational quote or joke. And today we decided to do a quote. Please promise me if and when the day comes that I may forget who you are, please promise that you won't forget that I'm still me. So that's so touching. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on another episode of Care for Kūpuna, where aloha meets wisdom, one podcast at a time. Aloha, oiho.
Oiho.
Mahalo for joining us on this episode of Care for Kūpuna, where we explore health, wellness, and vibrant living for our cherished Kūpunas. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights.
Remember, your support can make a difference. 20% of all proceeds from our podcasts go to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii dedicated to helping seniors in our community. If you'd like to contribute, visit our website at www.carewithak4kupuna.com and make a donation.
Are you a brand or business looking to align with our mission? Consider sponsoring our podcast. Visit our website for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
For those with stories to share, we invite you to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Head over to our website to express your interest and become part of the conversation.
Last but not least, stay connected with us by subscribing to our email list and following us on social media at Care for Kūpuna with a K. Join the Care for Kūpuna community to stay updated on all things related to health, culture, and creating vibrant communities for our elders.
We appreciate your time and look forward to welcoming you back on the next episode of Care for Kūpuna.